This is our food industry trend tracker app, and we sort of built this as a showcase for the package Plotly. But it's a pretty neat data set. So it's 3,000 or so product recalls that were issued by the United States Food and Drug Administration over a 4-year period. There's also another database of articles from food and beverage industry, a magazine called foodbusinessnews.net. And what we did is we sort of processed the text and used latent Dirichlet analysis using the LDA library in order to discern what topics are changing over time in these database of articles and of the FDA recalls. So there's a couple tabs here. So we click word trends, and the first thing we do is we can select between one of those two data sets. I'll stick with FDA recalls. And we can put a couple keywords, and what will happen is we'll get an interactive time series showing how often that word was used in that particular month in those FDA recalls. So I could change this to something else. I could remove a word. I can click confirm. It'll regenerate the plot. The more interesting tab is probably the topics trends tab. And what we see here is for the different topics that have been identified using LDA and we've given it a name, you can then see how those topics changed over time. So in this one, it looks like food ingredients is kind of more likely to be a topic early, and it kind of descended over time. And so you can see and compare and get rid of multiple if you so choose, and kind of pick which ones you want to look at. And finally, down here, you'll sort of see for each of the different topics, what are the words that are most often associated with that. So you can see food ingredients has ingredients, organic, natural, dairy, grains. And then things like consumer goods would have consumer, consumers, trends, industry, whereas food safety has stuff like health, safety, nutrition. And that's our food industry trend tracker application.